What's going on? My name is AD. I'm 98.5 KLUC. Today, there's a reason for this mask right now, and I'll get to it in just a second. But we're at Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth's 9th annual Homeless Youth in the Alley at Suncoast. This mask is really uncomfortable. I'm taking it off. Now, there's a superhero theme. Which is why the mask was on. We're here with the executive director, Arash.
What's up, man? How are you?
I can't complain. I'm alive. I'm glad to be here. First of all, I appreciate you guys for allowing me to be out here. This is the 9th annual. There's actually 2 going on today. This is the first one we're at, the 12 to 3, the afternoon one. And then later on, there's one from 6 to 9. Now, last year, you guys only had one. It was like this afternoon one. And I remember, I don't know if it was Lynette or the MC at the time saying, would you guys be interested in doing 2 next year? A year later, you guys are here doing 2. This is a beautiful thing. Explain the process about setting this event up.
Man, it starts months in advance. You know, we have to get the whole community together, get sponsors behind us so we can actually make this event happen and make sure that all the proceeds that we collect actually go to homeless youth and not to offset the cost. So because of the generosity of all our amazing sponsors like Expedia, yourselves, other people, we're able to make this event just something where we can raise money and bring more attention to issue youth homelessness, and lastly, have our NPHY family all come together and check each other out and see how much love there is out there for homeless youth in our community.
It's beautiful. Now, you said that last year there were about 350 participants, I believe, and now we're looking at, what's the number?
So now we're doing 2 tournaments, and we got over 700 people signed up to not only bowl for a cause, but to help raise resources for homeless youth in our community, because we have the 3rd highest population of homeless youth in the country. That's not a joke. So even though we're out here having fun, we're doing it for a really important issue to make sure homeless youth have beds, resources, and the same opportunities we all have to chase their dreams.
Love it. I love it. Now, how did you get involved with Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth?
Oh man, over 7 years ago, I really got interested in the issue of youth homelessness and education and all of its intersections. And when I had the opportunity to start working for an organization that was serving homeless youth, I jumped at it. And it was a great way for me to bring my business skills and other type of skills to help not necessarily affect the corporate bottom line, but to affect the human bottom line. And that's homeless youth trying to get to their future and their dreams.
Now, is this something that you went to school for, or it was just a personal cause in general?
Just a personal cause, but the beautiful thing is, man, I found my work-life passion in that sense, because everything I learned in school is being used to help benefit homeless youth, and I didn't know that was going to happen, but I couldn't think of a more beautiful way to put my education to use.
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you for doing what you do. We need more people like you in the community, in society in general, I would say, so thank you. Continue to do that. You guys, when I first, I met you, I got hip to NPHY through Lynette. I reached out doing a campaign, Backpacks for Class Acts, which we've been doing for 3 years now with you guys. And Lynette, we just kind of had, it was a chemistry, it worked out, and it was something that I felt that this is the place to do it with. But back at that time, you guys only had 1 location, I believe. And now you guys are branching out to multiple, or is it 2? Is there another one? There's one right next door, correct?
Yep. Yeah, so what we're doing is that we actually doubled the size of our emergency shelter in the last few years. We've increased our housing program as well, and now we're expanding our drop-in center. So 3 years ago, we only had 5,000 square feet. Then we expanded 10,000 square feet, and soon we're going to be expanding about 15,000 square feet, because we are now seeing over 50 youth a day coming into our drop-in center to try to access life-saving resources. So
over the years, first of all, that's very dope. Over the years, have you seen an increase in homeless youth population here in Las Vegas?
Unfortunately, man, I have. You know, when I first started, there was about 5,000 kids enrolled homeless in this Clark County School District. This year, there's about 15,000. We now lead the country in having the highest percentage of our youth that are unsheltered. So unfortunately, the problem's only getting worse, so we have to grow with the problem to make sure we can keep ahead of it and make sure no youth has to turn to the streets, even though they're put in these vulnerable situations through no fault of their own, by the way.
So is there, as far as the demographic of the homeless youth, is there an age range from what you guys work with, from 12 to 18, or what's the...
Yeah, we work with youth from 12 to 21. But it's interesting you said the word demographic, because youth homelessness isn't just happening to somebody or a type of people or anyone. It's every color, shape, and size, every cross-section of society. It doesn't matter where you came from, where your zip code was, youth homelessness can affect you, and that's something everyone needs to know, that this is an issue that can affect every youth in our country. So that's why we all need to take it seriously and do something about it, and join great causes like this cause. That way you can be part of the solution to youth homelessness in our community. And by the way, big thank you to you, AD, for everything you do for us. You've raised us thousands of backpacks, all these educational supplies, because our youth need to stay in school and learning as well, man. So thank you and to the rest of the community for all the love there.
All love. And I know I'm long-winded with this, but I have a lot of questions for you. But in regards to CCSD, I mean, we don't have the best school district here in the city of Las Vegas either. Does that present, or does that go hand in hand with homeless youth, or?
Yeah, it's funny, the word I think about a lot is intersections, the issue of education, youth homelessness, our LGBTQ youth, our youth suffering from like the immigration wars in our countries, etc., our youth getting sexually victimized. They're not all in silos. They're often the same youth experiencing the same issues. So yeah, the fact that we need to improve our education system goes hand in hand with the fact that we need to improve our youth homelessness issue as well, because we need our kids staying in school and learning, and we need every possible resource at those schools and in our community to make sure that the kids are in school learning and that they have somewhere to go to at night so they can get the rest and health and food and everything they need so they can go to school the next day. And that's not just a school problem, that's not just a community problem, that's everyone's problem. And as a village, we got to do it together.
Yes, thank you. It's everyone's problem. Agreed. Now, we're at the bowling tournament. Before I forget, all proceeds from this go to Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth, correct?
Absolutely. Every cent.
And what other events, campaigns do you guys do throughout the year? Speak on them if you got them.
Absolutely. We do, in the fall, we start doing something called Plastic Food Drive, where we ask the community to start giving us food gift cards for popular places like Smith's, Subways, etc., so we can get a youth a hot meal anywhere. Because we don't know when youth homelessness is going to happen. We don't know when they're going to need a meal. So we want to be able to give them a gift card supplied by a member of the community so they can go get a hot meal anywhere they are, no matter what the situation is. If they got to take care of their family, themselves, they can at least get food taken care of. So Plastic Food Drive is something we do all fall, and we end right around Thanksgiving. And that's a really important time because a lot of people are getting together to celebrate their families and friends that eat a lot of food. And we want to make sure every homeless youth is in that same position.
Yes, most definitely. Now, what I guess would be the next, is there a next step in decreasing the amount of homeless youth in Las Vegas, or is it just continuing to do what we're doing?
It's continuing to do what we're doing and do more of it. We need more beds, we need more shelter, and we need more prevention services, because youth homelessness is unpredictable. These youth are not planning this. These youth are not in control of their environments. This is happening to them. They're victims of these situations. So as a community, we really need to get together and divert them and prevent them from ever having to go to the streets in the first place. In order to do that, we need more beds, we need more services in the schools, in community sites, to make sure these youth are armed with the information on what to do when something bad happens, so they don't have to turn to the streets and they can turn for help instead.
I love it. Now, how can someone out there in TV land watching this right now, how can they assist, help, donate? What can they do to help Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth?
You can do literally anything and everything. You can come check out our website, www.nphy.org. There's a plethora of information there about how you can help. We need volunteers, but we don't need just volunteers to come through our drop-in center and help us out with stuff there. We need human capital volunteers like yourselves. We need finance people. We need all kinds of people to help us problem solve around this issue, as well as volunteer their labor hours and their time to this issue. We need advocates. We need people who are willing to blow up the mics and blow up the microphones and get this issue out there even more than it is now, so more people know that it's a problem in the community, because once they know, they're going to want to do something about it too. So we need volunteers, we need advocates, and we need donors as well, because we may be the vehicle to fight the issue of youth homelessness, but our community is a fuel to this issue. We need all the fuel we can get.
Yes, and where, you mentioned the website, you guys are on social media as well, I believe, Nevada Homeless Youth on Instagram and Twitter, I believe, Facebook, Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth, search it. And one last thing that you would leave the viewers with.
Man, I just want everyone to just thank everyone, because this organization, events like this, and helping homeless youth doesn't happen without a lot of love. And no one person, no one system, no one entity can do it alone. So we really just need everyone rallying behind our homeless youth and making sure that we can get them all the resources they need. We got kids who have been to school in 8th grade, they're going to Columbia. We got kids who are homeless youth who are now paramedics, working at the Attorney General's office, etc. These are literally our future, and I want our community to know that these kids are going somewhere. They're hungry for success, and we need to help them get there.
I love it. Well, thank you for all that you do, you and Lynette and the rest of the NPHY staff. Thank you for allowing us to be part of this event. Thank you for putting this entire event together. This is a beautiful thing, and thank you for everything. So, Arash, Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth, thank you, sir.
Hey, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for the community, and thank you all the love from KLUC for this too, man. Thank you for helping us get that message out there.
You got it. And you out there right now, like you said, anybody can help. No donation is too small. There's real quick, I know we're ending things, but when you gather, you do spring cleaning from your house, things of that nature. A lot of times I would donate to like, just to give, I'm not a clutter person, I gotta get rid of stuff. I would donate to like a thrift store. When I found out about Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth, whether it's clothes, furniture, I don't know, miscellaneous items, I'm putting them all together and I'm taking them to Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth. So there's you can donate whatever you got. There's many ways to help, as you already spoke on. So check them out, get involved, and let's keep preventing, like Arash said. Boom. It's 98.5 KLUC.